Hello, my name is Gnana Raju. I am a 20K Senior Executive President member from Andhra Pradesh. This presentation, I'm going to give you about SWOT analysis, strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats analysis. This will be really helpful for you, how to, exploit your strengths and opportunities and actually, work on your inner core abilities and how to make extra money, how to become successful in the business and how to exploit the opportunities in the life and otherwise also. This is really a great presentation for you if you really understand this. And explain to you about myself. I'm a 20K Senior Executive President member in Herbalife Nutrition business for last 17 years. I'm a certified nutrition fitness coach. And basically, I'm from government background, from a gazetted officer post, Group 1 Services of Andhra Pradesh government as a district registrar. Then I quit my job and working in business. And in the business also, I'm very successful. I have a huge business and good team is working, so we make a lot of money. So more than money, I get a lot of satisfaction in training the people and helping people in terms of health and changing their lifestyle. So this presentation actually will be very helpful for you to understand about yourself and exploit your opportunity. This is called to conquer your own self SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses and opportunities and threats analysis, and why to change, how to change. And this is one of the lessons in the MBA, but many people don't understand the depth of the meaning. So everybody got given equal opportunities. Some people, everybody got the strengths, everybody got the weaknesses, everybody got the opportunities, everybody got the threats. But people always blame uh, that I God only gave you all the strengths in the world, all the opportunities in the world. You did not give me. I only have all the weaknesses and the threats in the world. So there's always people always blame what they don't have instead of focusing on what they have. But God is a beautiful judge. He is always a good, he does the justice for equally for everyone. He gives everybody strengths, everybody weaknesses, everybody their own opportunity, everybody threats. But what you have to do is you have to build on your strengths and exploit your opportunities, dilute your weaknesses and avoid the threats. So these are main things you require to do. As a peacock and quail, both are birds, but God gives equal opportunity for both the things. If you understand, quail, he can sing properly, is beautiful, he can sing. But a peacock cannot sing. Whereas beautiful body is the peacock and ugly body is quail. See, God gives equal opportunity for everyone. Housewives and models, both are different. And housewife is she serves the family, takes care of the family, does all the household work. That's the reason why she's like this. And she cannot compare herself with the beautiful models. Beautiful models, they look beautiful, but if they cannot spend their time in the household works. If they work like how housewife works, then they'll also become households, right? So everybody were given the equal opportunity. Everybody have the equal limits and limitations and all that. So NTR success and failure story. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, so I have to explain you about our hero, extra days hero, June NT Ramarao. NT Ramarao was a very high successful, superhero in Telugu industry, but unfortunately came to politics. And initially, few years was very highly successful. Later on, it was snatched by, his own son-in-law, Chandrababu Naidu. But Chandrababu Naidu is the main cup of tea. His strength is politics. So that is still is in the politics. Is there in the business is there in the politics from ever since so many years, like from his college days, college years. So everybody have their own weaknesses and strengths. This is my point. I'm not telling that these people don't have, these people have, but I'm trying to make a point that everybody God gives opportunities and strengths. You have to work on your strengths and opportunities instead of going to other field. For example, Chiranjeevi is one of the mega star, we call them in the Telugu movie industry. So, but unfortunately, the moment he came to politics, so he's not so much shining in the politics, it. So Amitabh Bachchan, he is one of the super giant star in the movie industry, Hindi industry, Bollywood industry. But the moment he came to politics and businesses, he fell down, from ABC Corporation to zero. Now again, taking the help of Kaun Banega Karorpati, KBC, again back to again film industry. So his strength is like a film industry. So this is my point. You have to work on your, understand your opportunity, understand your strengths. Don't focus on what you don't have, focus on what you have. For example, youngsters and seniors. Young people have full of energy, but more senior citizens don't have energy. But young people, they have a lot of time, but poor people, these senior citizens, they also have enough time, but they cannot travel like young people. And young people, they can jump around and they can try to do the business, but unfortunately, nobody believes them because the credibility is less. Whereas young senior citizens, they cannot jump around, they cannot move around, but one word is enough, one trustworthy word. People take the buy the product or service, so they do business very simple. So senior citizens shouldn't blame that I don't have energy, that's the reason I cannot become rich. It's not like that way. And youngsters also should not blame that that I am not a senior citizen, I have to work hard to get more clients. Yes, you have to work hard. So, but everybody were given equal opportunities and equal strengths and equal threats, it. Unemployed people, unemployed people, unemployed people, they have a lot of time, but no money. Employed people have money, but no time. So see the beauty of the situation now. So that's the reason why I understand about your own self first. So write down first your own analysis, how to write down, take it a paper, maybe write your strengths in a one by one, and weaknesses one by one, opportunities one by one, threats one by one. So maybe you may not require, you may one paper may not be sufficient to write down in many papers, doesn't matter, but write it down as very basic, like I have two eyes, that is your strength. So I have two hands, two legs, write down. So you may ask me, sir, everybody have the eyes and strength, eyes and legs and hands, all the people will not be having. So remember, so sometimes we neglect our own strength. Some people wanted to suicide, they say that I don't have anything, as if they don't have anything. So people, they don't have legs, but still some people struggle to earn money. They don't have hands, but they make struggle to earn money. So you have hands and legs and eyes and ears, everything. First write it down, what all God given you, what all you have. You can talk in Telugu, you can talk in language, your language, but don't blame, I don't know English, I don't know other language. Whatever you know, work on that. So don't blame what you don't have, work on with whatever strengths you got. This is the reason why you have to write down first what God given you, strengths and opportunities. Now what are the different, what is the difference between strength and opportunity? If you see this, internal factors, there are two types. One is one positive, another negative. So God gives inside of your body two things, one positive, another is negative, meaning everybody will have one positive, one negative, maybe few positive, few negatives. For example, Amitabh Bachchan also has few positive, few negative things. Narendra Modi has few positive and few negative things. But people always blame, that they only think about negative things. They say, where do I have, I don't have any strengths, everything I have is weaknesses, is nothing but negative mind, right? So next, from outside of your body, inside of your body, strengths and weaknesses. Outside of your body, there are one positive, another negative. One is positive is opportunity, negative is threats. See, for example, opportunity means I have a wonderful sponsor, wonderful company to work with, wonderful boss. That's the opportunity, not from your body, but from outside of your body. Threat means I have a very damaging relatives, damaging boss, very dangerous boss, dangerous wife. So they are not from your body, but from outside. So first you have to write down your opportunities and threats. And secondly, you have to write all the things equally. You cannot say I only have only strengths, I don't have weaknesses. You cannot say like that. You cannot say I only have threats, I don't have the opportunities. Everybody said everybody have equally strengths and weaknesses, opportunity, threats. First you have to enlist, try to mention first. And if you only see your negative things, weaknesses and threats, and rather than strengths and opportunity, that means what? You are considered as a negative person. If you see only strengths and opportunities and you don't see weakness and threats, that's also bad. Why? You are not acknowledging first, you have these negative things also. You have to acknowledge, otherwise you are over arrogant, overconfident, arrogant and prideful person. Everybody God gives you, learn, understand, acknowledge, but no need to focus on them, no need to depend on them, no need to spend more time on them. But once you understand what kind of person you are, so you know how to work on yourself, where to take advantage of it, right? So lesson one, work on your weaknesses towards overcoming them. Try to convert your weaknesses into your strengths. Limit your threats by collaborating and team working. Try to overcome your threats. If not possible, ignore them. Try converting your threats into your opportunities. Work with your opportunities and use them wisely and early. Try to collaborate with the people who have strengths on your weaknesses and with those who have common threats like you have. Lesson 2. Don't criticize the only thing you got to work with. Know your limits and your limitations. Limits are physical and geographical, whereas limitations are in your mind. For example, I'm a lady, I cannot talk to gents. It's in your mind limitation. So bring down your limitations to zero so as to maximize your strengths and opportunities. Stop criticizing yourself. Start declaring your blessings. Whatever God given you, the gifts and blessings, work on them. Declare. Don't criticize what you don't have. Don't wish for other strengths, they wish for your strengths. White skin people wish for brown skin people wish for white skin. Curly hair people go to salons for straightening their hair. Straight hair people go to salons for curly hair. No hair people go to buy some hair. So remember, very, very interesting, the grass on the other side always looks green. Lesson 3. Play always in your strengths zone safely. Improve your strengths by sharpening them. Never play in your weak areas unless with lots of care if you wanted to improve on this. Explore your strengths how much ever you got. Stretch yourself on your strengths and your gifts. Your strengths can become your weaknesses if you become arrogant and prideful. Your strengths could bring you down, make you fall down if you don't know your limits. Rich people are rich because they always focus on their strengths and what God gave them. Very important to understand. Some people, they become arrogant because of their strength. Some people are very, very rich. They become arrogant. That's the reason God pulls them down. Some people can sing very nicely, but that makes them arrogant. So naturally, slowly, they fall down because of their strength. So remember, strength need not be your gift all the time, need not be your blessing if you don't analyze, understand, if you're not humble yourself. So rich people are rich people mostly because they focus on their strengths and opportunities than their weaknesses and threats. Successful people are successful because they focus on their strengths and opportunities rather than their weaknesses and threats. So take my lesson 4, take maximum advantage of your opportunities God gave you now. Never play in your areas of threat unless with lots of caution if you wanted to overcome them. So opportunities are never guaranteed of a lifetime. They have expiry date. Seize them quickly and skillfully. So remember always, opportunities can never be all the time, forever. So they come for a time. Like you have a nice parents, they have an expiry time. All the time, their parents will not be with you. Remember, you have a great mentor have some expiry time. So everything has expiry time, opportunity. So you have to go quickly, take advantage of. If you want to become president team, go quickly, do it. Finish off your business, finish off your target, seize them quickly and skillfully. Prepare well for your opportunity time. So you have to be prepared that the good days are going to come to you if you are in the bad days. Explore your opportunities, how much ever you got. Stretch yourself on your opportunities and your strengths. Your opportunities could be threats to someone. So don't show off your pride and arrogance in your opportune time, because your opponent too gets his opportune time. So be humble, particularly in your opportune time. When your days are great, so if you jump off, if you fly off, the opponent looks at you and his time also will come. That time he will try to take revenge on you. So be careful, don't show off when you are great, when things are going great for you. Your opportunities could bring you down if you don't know your limits. So opportunities also great, but you have to know your limits. Okay, very important to understand. So ultimately you have to humble and be simple. Lesson 5. Rich people are rich, I said, because they always focus on their strengths and their opportunities. Poor people are poor because they always focus on what they don't have, always blame everything in the world except themselves. Poor people always blame every person, the politics, the government, and industry, economy, everything they blame. Okay, but not themselves. Actually, you have to blame it on yourself. Poor people are poor because they focus on their weaknesses and their threats. They only focus all the time, I cannot do this, my parents are like this, my background is like this, I don't learn this language. They always focus on what they don't have, their weaknesses and threats, rather than focus on what God gave them, their strengths and opportunities. Everybody, even poor people also will have their own strengths and opportunities. They don't focus on that. God is a right judge. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses internally. God gives equal opportunities and threats to everybody externally. But failure people only look at their others instead of themselves, while successful people only look at themselves and work on themselves. So don't look at other person. Don't compare with anyone. You don't require to compare. Work on yourself, compare with your own self, compete with your own self. Like for example, you have 5 customers last month. Try to have 10 customers this month. You made 10,000 rupees last month. Try to make 20,000 rupees this month. Compete with your own self. Last week you woke up at 5 o'clock. Now try to wake up by 4:45. Last week you couldn't do exercise. Now try to get up and do exercise also. So you compete with your own self. You read last week only 1 book. Now try to read 2 books. Respect everyone in spite of their weaknesses and threats, because one day will come they get their opposite situations. Don't laugh at anyone anytime. Don't criticize anyone. So it's none of your business to criticize, to judge anyone. You just have to respect people however they are. If they are weak people, respect them. If they are vulnerable people, respect them. Like laborers, respect them. Migrant laborers, respect them. Everybody respect them, because God also will give them their own time. That time we don't know how the situation of yours will be. So respect everyone, however they are. They're poor or bad, ugly, whatever. Respect them however they are. Give them equal importance, and don't show off, don't fly off, and don't criticize them. And think of yourself as a presidency team members. Every presidency team member has their own weakness and threats. Remember, all the successful presidency team members, they're successful not because they're great. They just focused on their strengths and opportunity rather than their weaknesses and threat. You think, I'm successful because I have only strengths and opportunities. No, I also have weaknesses. I also have threats. I don't know how to talk in Hindi properly. Hindi nahi aata hai mujhe अच्छे तरह. So I'm a short person. I'm not a tall person. You see, I also have weak points, but I don't focus on them. I focus on what God given me, my strengths and opportunities. Same way, you work on your strengths and opportunities. Don't put you down. Don't put someone up. Everyone is equal. You should never say that, Saab, you are great. Okay. Yes, Saab also great. He is also great. You are also equally great. Okay. Use self-respect required. So work with those eagles who are gifted as eagles and not as ducks. Don't put ducks in eagle's school. Very important. So learn, God gives them some people as the ducks, some people as the eagles. Eagles can soar and fly. Ducks cannot. So don't try to put them together. God gives that opportunity and strengths inside. So try to understand to whom to work with, and don't mingle and mess up. Don't mix them up. Keep them, however, but respect them, however they are. But try to use them, their strengths. This man is really eagle or duck. Okay, so if there's really good person, work with them. Maybe you'll take you to next level. Understand who are going to be your future diamonds and shine them and separate from cold stones. They look like diamond stone. Cold stones and diamonds look like same. Initially, they came from the same stone, cold stone. But the more you shine, the more you polish, the cold stone turn into, if it is there a diamond inside, it will show off its original shining. Then they understand, okay, this is a real diamond buy, so they try to separate it. Whereas a cold stone, real coal inside, how much ever you shine, it's a coal only. You will not get the shine, you will not get the diamond. So that's the reason why understand that there are some people inside, they are made of diamonds. Some people are inside coal only. How much ever you shine, they will not shine. They're like that way only. So they want to drink, they want to enjoy their life. They don't want to, they have all the excuses in the world. They don't want to become successful. They don't want to become president teams. So look out for serious people who have gifts of diamonds, but require support to polish them and guide them and to mentor them. You require to take few people and mentor them. So life lessons from SWOT analysis. So as a husband and wife, you can collaborate. Children, parents can collaborate. Neighborhoods also can collaborate. Business teams can collaborate. Companies can collaborate. Leaders can collaborate. You shouldn't feel any jealousy, no pride, but always humble and simple. Why? Because everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. Everybody have their own threats and opportunities. You just have to understand and recognize them and keep them in their places. Try to explain them, try to collaborate with them, try to help each other. Some people, they don't work together. This, unfortunately, you have to work because there is no competitor. You are the competitor for yourself. You work yourself, you grow. So there is no competition outside. You are the competition. So you yourself have to run yourself, your own life game, right? So that's the reason why collaborate as much you can, work like a team. So you use my club, sir, I'll use your nutrition club. You come to my place, I come to your place. So work, Tamil, I know English, Telugu, I know Hindi. Work together so that you you can share his business, he can share your business. So you can share that area, Tamil Nadu, I can share my area, Andhra Pradesh. So work like a team, so that we all work like a team and we both will grow together, right? So about myself, I'm giving you my details here. Into 17 years in Herbalife, but 50 years I'm into, as a age wise, I'm 50 years. I have a rich experience, and we can able to share this video many people, and Instagram, Facebook, I given you the links. So if you like this video, please talk to your sponsor, not to me, unless you are my sponsor. You talk to the person who has referred you this video, talk to him, they'll help you. And overall, in case you wanted any collaboration, anything in future, you can mail to us or be in touch here. So wish you all the best. Thank you so much. So I hope you got the point. This is a wonderful presentation for you, though it's a small and brief about the SWOT analysis. Try to share this video to as many people as possible. Try to work with each other so you can actually throw wealth upon all Indians, wealth upon all the people in the world, so that their brain will open, their mind will open, and that's how they rise and shine. They understand about themselves. People, they don't understand, they try to suicide, they try to go depression. I saw a lot of people going into a lot of negative things. So I'm telling you, God is a good judge. Our body is a huge, nice, wonderful machine. Nobody can manufacture this kind of body. So you have to learn how to use this state and take it advantage in this life, and how to go to next level, supervisor, world team, and get team, and millennium team, and president team. How to become successful in the life and businesses and career and in family. So I hope you really take an advantage of this situation. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye.